Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld. Yesterday, we had the fairly tragic tornado incident where everything we owned was destroyed horribly by a tornado spawning on top of our chem fuel that we've been stacking up for a little while. So, we are kind of in a rebuild stage. As a result of that, I'm going to play a little bit better than I normally do. So, we're going to try hard it for a little bit anyway, and then we'll get back to your regular scheduled crap. So, I've done a little bit of research first into a couple of things. Number one, I wanted to check out the insulation mod, because people have been asking why I've been doubling up the walls. Now, I assumed that the way the insulation worked is the more you stack them up, the more effective it would be. Turns out they're already 100% effective. Now, I believe what that means is that the heat transferring through will be twice as slow, right? So if you've got a room up here and it's minus 500 outside, that room is very quickly going to drop to minus 500. With one layer of insulation, it'll drop half as fast to that minus 500. I don't know how fast it normally is. That would also explain why at 100%, I'm assuming, I should point out, heat transfer. I'm assuming that because with the double-layered base, obviously in the Ice Age, we saw the temperature starting to drop towards the end. And of course, we've seen it before previously where the temperature got so high in the last series our people died. You have to assume that doesn't mean that it's 100% sealed in or kind of heat-proofed or cold-proofed in that situation. It's not its own climate. Otherwise, that wouldn't make any sense. It would make it, you know, kind of trivial. So I assume that means that it's half the heat transfer, perhaps. So I don't know whether or not kind of piling up two different layers of insulation like that even works. Because if it is heat transfer, it would be far more effective to have a layer of insulation around like that, a bigger layer around that one, so that then you've got the natural zone increasing in heat, roofed over, and then another natural zone inside that increasing in heat, and you're basically filtering the heat through. I think. Either way, on the topic of this as well, the other thing I looked up was returning resources in Rimworld, how it exactly works. So you get 75% of your resources returned whenever you take something apart. However, the game is hard-coded to take away at least a minimum of one of each resource used in construction. For example, if you build a ship core and then disassemble it, you will lose the AI persona core because you only use one in the recipe. However, you always have to lose one. Similarly, and the reason I wanted to know this as well is because of the tornado yesterday, I was going to see if we could take apart some of these heaters. We are going to need them, in theory, for another year. So I thought we might as well take those apart, get the resource out of it. It turns out to build a heater, it's what, 50 and 1? Yeah, it's 50 and 1. So if we would take that apart, we get something like 33, 35, something like that, steel, and then no components. Now, what I did notice is that our steel stonecutters table takes up 6 components apiece. So if we take this thing apart, we're going to get a shitload of components back, enough to build the comms console, and, I believe, enough to build a beacon as well. Depending on the 75%, depending on the rounding for that, obviously. So we'll take that apart, and we'll see how that works. Bear in mind, we could always just build 2 regular stone cutting benches and increase the job priority. We're not exactly using stone right now anyway. But I might take some of these walls apart and redo the insulation. Now that I think I know how it works, I might still be wrong on that. I will admit the mod page is a little bit vague. Let me just pull it up again quickly and I'll read you guys how it's phrased. Right, so they say here, the insulation effect relates to stuff properties, but in a more generalized manner based on the type it is. So metallic, woody, stony opposed to a more complex arrangement looking at stuff properties for insulation power. So it seems to imply that what we build it out of will also affect the insulation. So stone is probably not the best one for that situation. It just says provides a means to place thermal insulation materials into structure items to help with reducing the transfer rates of heat. There you go. So it is the transfer rate, but again, I don't really know what these numbers are to imply. They don't give any examples or anything. So I might have to do some testing in a separate save to see, you know, if it's 500 degrees outside, see if one layer versus a 2-layer structure has any effect on the heat transfer. I'm going to go and do that right now, before we start rebuilding this base again. Fuck it. The very dead height of winter, this is the 15th of December, 3 in the morning. This is as cold as it's ever going to get. We are looking at minus 271 degrees outdoors. In the single-layer biomass, it's minus 160 per steel as well. In the single-layer wood biomass, it's minus 115. In the single-layer limestone biomass, it's 138. Triple-layer steel, minus 138. Triple-layer wood, minus 131. And then minus 124 for the triple-layer limestone. So again, I mean, that's a 6x6 room with 2 heaters in it. You are still going to need a tiny area. Like a tiny little area if you plan on surviving this, or you need a mod that adds better heating, realistically. Now, down towards the... this would be the real test, won't it, really? So we've got 127 single-layer polymer steel. Single-layer wood polymer, we have minus 122, and then single-layer limestone polymer is minus 118. Wow, fucking hell. Triple layer steel polymer, minus 118. Triple layer wood polymer, we've got minus 115. And then in triple layer polymer limestone is minus 113. So the surprising thing really is here, even, I mean, comparing polymer to biomass at the lowest temperatures, it makes very, very little difference. Now, as we saw in the earlier temperatures, these were unfazed, but when it gets past a 70-degree, negative 70 threshold, they start equalizing quite significantly. I wonder how in this situation, I've got to test it, right? I wonder how in this situation the highest level, the, what is it called again? It's actually called Insulated Walls Hyper. I'm interested just how these would compare. The reason I want to know that is for when we get into the real darkest, coldest times, whether or not we could build an emergency room. That's super expensive to build, sure, but it might be the difference between life and death. Look, it's making no difference. It's still fluctuating around, what, like minus 100 and... It's actually getting colder, minus 117 there. We saw a minus 118. Oh god, all the colonists are starting to die. All 2 of them. Yeah, that actually makes no difference as well. So at the height, at absolute 0, even your walls will make no difference. Maybe plasteel. Again, maybe let's try some plasteel walls here, just in case. Nothing. Neither plasteel nor uranium have an effect there. So, realistically, with this mod, the best we can build is limestone biomass. Like, the best when it comes to investment. Now, obviously, towards minus, again, between, like, minus 70 onwards, it would be more effective to have the polymer ones. But if you're trying to build a whole base out of it, there's no fucking point. Because when it gets to the minus 273, you're still going to be just as cold. As a final note on this, and then we will leave it there, because that's far too much messing around. That's too much planning. This is more planning we've done in the past 5 minutes than I've done in the past 2 years. So, making the walls thicker has dimensional returns. I mean, it's barely even noticeable. So, in the 3-block thick limestone wall, we've got minus 133. 4-block thick limestone wall, again, same situation, 6x6 room, 2 heaters set to 25, roofs in the same place, minus 133, and then 5-block thick is minus 130. So it's whether or not you want to spend another, however many resources, I can't check because they've died now, but to add all that area is, I mean, another 19 by 18, that's not right. No, that's not right, Rimworld. I don't know, don't worry about it. 6 and 6. Okay, the game's just losing mind. It was 6x6. The actual external wall is 6 blocks thick, I should say. So yeah, it makes absolutely no difference. Anyway, that's enough of that crap. Let's go back to this rubbish instead. In conclusion then, smaller room but thicker room is the way to go. I am thinking we pull all this apart. Now again, we'll lose a minimum of, we'll lose 1 brick per wall and 1 insulation per wall. So that'll be quite expensive when we're taking apart this much stuff. I wanted to build it closer to the gas geyser simply because somebody said that there's an event, and this is in the comments yesterday, so you can blame that person if this is wrong. I don't entirely know. But somebody said there's an event whereby the gas lines can have the same kind of effect that, you know, when a power line short circuits, they can have a similar thing that happens to that, where I guess there's a gas leak or something. I believe we've seen it once before, during the one time we used this mod for 1 episode, and I think we actually did see it during that. So it will make the most sense to be as super prudent as possible, to build as close as possible to the gas geyser. So what I was thinking is actually pulling this apart, moving it over there, and then we can guarantee that we've got coolers and obviously still use the electricity grid, but we guarantee that we've always got, you know, at least 1 or 2 coolers and 1 or 2 heaters working permanently forever. So we might go with that, because we're not going to use the gas geyser for producing power or anything, but rather for... That was close. Rather for saving power. Ah, there we go. Good shit. We've also got another 3 components from somewhere. Not entirely sure where. They might have still been holding them back from the space battle or something like that, but we do have a couple of extra ones. So that's our bench gone. That was obviously quite an expensive... Probably quite an expensive thing to lose, given that we do want to do a lot of stone cutting, based on, obviously, what we just found out there. But I think this will help out quite a lot. You never know. We might be able to trade with ships that can now offer us stone. Hopefully components. That's obviously the big thing here. Now, to be honest, I want to work on more permanent bedrooms. Things that they can live in happily, with luxuries, outside of reinstalling and installing the insulation. But up here, I want to work on a permanent thing. Had I have known that this provided a method of permanent solar flare-proof buildings, cooling solutions, I should say, I would have just built around that originally. But knowing that now, we can move over there and we can focus on making a permanent, and I mean it this time, biomass area. Actually, the thing we're lacking, what have we got? We got 54 limestone blocks. The thing we're lacking is the biomass. We're not growing any hay. I don't think we're going to be able to grow any fucking hay. So we might have to rely on the research for the next tier of, you know, the fibers one. Because we do have a lot of cloth. We have a ridiculous amount of cloth, and we've killed a lot of animals, too. What have we got there? 172 plain leather. So we might be able to rebuild it out of that, and that's obviously a step above. So if we do have the 3-block thick limestone insulated with fiber, that's better yet. What, another meteor. Wow. That's compacted steel, too. That's quite a nice one to get. So I want to put down some, if we can get enough wood. I don't think any trees have grown still. If we can get enough wood, go out and build 2 stonecutters tables. I suppose we could use steel, seeing as we've got a pretty massive abundance of that, especially as it is just raining down on us constantly at this point. Fuck it, why not? Right, stonecutters table. Let's go for a couple of steel ones there. We do have the work table. Oh, did that seriously cut off the... Rimworld. Cut off the stockpile. Obviously the game knew what I want. I only wanted a stockpile for that one bit of cloth. Thank you. Right, let's try that. Now we do have the tool bench. So, I mean, the work speed is going to be diminished, sure, compared to the electric stonecutters table, but it's still going to be decently fast, I think. We'll also give them, if we can, eventually crafting some hammers will help out, because I think it counts as crafting speed, right? I'm going to take a different modus operandi this time. We're going to say, makes any stone blocks forever. And then what I'll do is I'll increase stone cutting. Obviously, we've got 2 people there with quite a high stone cutter priority, so they'll always do that if it's available to them. If they can't grow, harvest, or plant cut, which again is sometimes the difference between life and death. What about delivering? I'm going to take them off of delivering then to make up for it. Oh god, there we go. And if this was winter, we'd all be horribly dead. Again, another big bonus to that Helixian gas, I guess. There's not much point regrowing crops now, is there? When's the growing period? We have to go until it's actually time. I believe we have to check from the world map, don't we? 11th of September. Right, okay. It's a bit pointless setting them to grow anymore, because obviously it's not going to grow in time. Splinter Cell. A crop farmer named Inessa has arrived. Welcome. Are you any good? Crop farmer, potentially. Oh, great memory. Greedy is pretty bad, but with 12 plants, welcome aboard. Oh, let me guess. You're a traitor. Night vision goggles, scrubs, riot armor, marine... Bought your own weapon, bought your own knife as well. That's what I like to see. Okay, welcome. Hey, I'm more than happy with that. What can we get you to do here? I guess deliver more stone cutting might not hurt. Bear in mind, we haven't got much call for plants right now, unfortunately. Sure, you can deal with that. And then we'll also set plant cutting to maximum. Train combat will drop right down. Yeah, you know what? We will stone cut, because you really haven't got much else to do at this point, have you? Load, cremate is a bit pointless. Deliver is fine, and then maybe also help out with the cleaning. Oh, look at them go now. Okay, this is pretty good, because it means the fiber insulation is going to be really, really easy to do. Freight caravan, Jesus, I misread that for a second. And the research into Helixian gas is done. Let's go for that next level of fiber insulation, then. It's only 400 points. We need carpet making first, sure, but carpet making is always useful to have anyway, right? That's good. I'd love to get another one of these benches down. We could if we move the wall very slightly. And then we've also got room for multi-analyzer about there too. I'm going to do that. Fuck it. Why not? I mean, it's not exactly making it easy for them to get past, sure, but we could always move like the prison back slightly to make up for that. Yeah, okay. Oh, 10 components. Ha ha! I completely forgot about that. Already I've forgotten about that. Gas extraction. Where do we, like power, perhaps? There we are. Helixian pump. We want to do one just like that. And then gas tanks? I have no idea. What about temperature? Oh my god, there's a different research for... Oh god, okay. Gas heating? Gas operation? Power props. Industrial... gas... Jesus, I don't even know how we get the heating. Heating. Heater. Also counts as gas extraction. Am I going insane? A water cooler. Wide. What? Hold on, maybe I am going mad here. Power? What have we got? Wood fire generator, gas network, gas pipe valve, gas tank, Helixian pump. Excuse me, brother, where are the heaters? Ah! Gas heater. Helps if you look at heaters rather than coolers. Okay, that's fine. That's all we need then. Automatically turns itself off when it reaches target temperature. It's 50 steel on one component, so it's exactly the same as regular heaters. APA gain the trait Jogger. That's probably one of the best traits in the game, I think. That's the trait that gives the highest movement speed as far as I recall, so that is really, really nice. Yeah, 0.40. Fantastic. So how are we looking then? The chem fuel is about to start to grow, so we're definitely going to get one harvest of that, but we are not going to get... there's no point sowing it anymore, so I think, like with all the crops, I might as well just say don't bother. The only exception to that would be, say, rice, for example. Corn takes, what, like 11 days? Yeah, 11.3 days, so there's no point sowing any more corn after this stuff's grown, if it manages to grow in time, that is. Mass is right, the beets will be able to get 2 harvests out of, including the one that's growing right now, so it takes 5-6 days, something like that. So let's assume it takes another 1.5 days to grow. Gives us enough time to get another beet harvest, so I won't bother harvesting that one. That we might as well. So I basically stopped them sowing everything besides the beets at this point. We do need packaged survival meals as soon as possible. So after the installation fibers are done, I'm going to go package survival meals, and we are just going to have fingers working non-stop, turning the rest of our food into survival meals. Hey? Muffaloes have wandered onto the map that apparently chem-shined. Chem-shine being, I guess, Rimworld moonshine. They're drunk, basically. We have a bunch of drunk buffaloes on the map, and it said, watch out for their shenanigans. Let me find the exact message. A small herd of buffaloes have wandered into the area. It seems they found a secret stash of chemshine and making them crave it even more. Watch out for their drunken shenanigans. I guess the implications are if we had chemshine on the map, then... Who was Lumpy? I guess they'd probably try and break into the base to get it. Package survival meals done. What else do we want here? I mean, clothes would be great if there's, like, any sort of clothes that would help out, like some insulated clothing. Let's go insulation. We've got auto doors. Oh, you can make insulated auto doors. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Because that way they're only open for a smaller period of time as well, so they're going to transfer less temperature. 600. I feel like that's not the highest priority, in my opinion. We've got up here. Like, Devil's Strand would be great to get eventually, but obviously that's for next season. So if we do that while we're locked away, that could help out. Props, couldn't give less of a shit about. Yeah, that's all props up there as well. I don't know what to go for. Smithing might not be too terrible. I mean, work clothes, work attire, and tools would be pretty fantastic too. I think as far as early research goes, those are pretty unbeatable. Is there like advanced heating? We've got heat, it's electricity, gas extraction, and Devil Strand, and of course we already have electricity. Yeah, I think I'll go for the kind of basic tools and clothing then. And that will, I mean, if they're working faster, it's going to indirectly help to potentially having built a base whereby we can obviously, we can live during the winter if they can obviously work a lot faster. Right, let's go ahead and produce, gas is not finite, is it? It certainly doesn't seem to be. Well, do we want to even store the gas, or do we just want to... I feel like that runs the risk of potentially breaking down like a battery would. So why don't we just pump it straight into heaters? Why not? Okay, how are we looking then? So let's go and churn out a bunch of... Where do we make insulation again? Tailor bench? I don't remember. It's not like we did it last series or anything. Let's go ahead and get down to Tailor bench then as soon as possible. Could we connect that to the tool cabinet? They do connect to the tool cabinets, don't they? Yes, they do. Okay. Well, let's put that there, then. Why not? Then we'll probably get fingers working on that first. Josh went berserk. Is he okay? Go juice withdrawal. They've kicked his head in. Okay, appropriate. Right, how are you doing there? Okay, hauling wood. It should be the last bit that we need. So we'll get fingers working on that, and then after fingers is done with that, just non-stop, we'll get him to make a shitload of this stuff. After that, we'll get the meals done. Because, obviously, there's no point cooking meals for a structure that we don't have if we're all just going to burn to death anyway. Insulation slabs in bulk, and then do until X, where X is... I don't know. What's the output on this job again? 25 insulation slab. Shit. I mean, I'm just going to go butt wild on that, I think. 250? That seems a little low. Let's go 1,000. Sod it. Let's go 1,000. And then pause at 250. Let's say don't use Devil Strand in that. Don't use... Synthread, don't use Hyperweave. Okay, it doesn't use Hyperweave anyway. It's apparently Spider Silk. Oh, insectoids. Technically they're arachnid. Right, you get to work hauling cloth. No, I don't want to get you doing that. I want to get fingers awake and tailoring as soon as possible. That way we can start planning out the building as soon as possible. Cloth blouse worn by Robo Daddy is deteriorated away into nothing. Again, winter clothing or summer clothing in this situation would be fantastic. So we're looking at dusters, we're looking at sombreros, we're looking at kilts. This is cooled air around itself. Right, okay, that was my concern. I, of course, looked at gas heaters before, forgetting that we've got an Inferno coming. Apparently, gas coolers have no hot air output, so it's just kind of an air conditioning unit more than anything else. That's quite nice. So that means that we don't have to worry about the traditional problem that was, of course, having a heat output and then them not working when the heat outside gets that high. Right, so, let's go ahead and very quickly, how many limestone bricks we got? Barely any. Oh, God. I'm going to take this one apart. Fuck it. I'm going to take this apart. We'll reinstall the beds into here for the time being. Because it's a nice place. It's a nice place. Everybody loves it. It's just kind of a temporary barracks. If we get that up to a decent level, they probably won't mind too much anyway if we do something like that. Sport pod. Name Thompson. Hello. I feel like the same thing's going to happen again. Where we're not going to be able to recruit any prisoners before the fire kicks off. What are we looking at here? 99% recruitment difficulty. 53. I mean, the recruitment chances... All of their resistance is so high still. Fuck. And we've got wardens, correct? We've got low-tier wardens. I mean, we could crank that up and try and recruit them as soon as possible, but I feel like, again, capturing prisoners, trying to recruit them, we just don't have the time for it. Oh, well. That's an ostrich. That's not a man. It's a very common mistake to make. You're bleeding out in 2 hours. We are not even going to be able to get this guy home, which is a shame, because he looks pretty decent. Jealous? Lazy? Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, no, we'll never be able to save him. Whatever will I do? Sten. Fucking Sten. Every time we start building the new bases, fucking Sten all the time. Was that all there is? Sten, I was expecting more, particularly when it's pointed at different zones. Okay, we need to make our... Oh, they can actually get to here a lot faster as well. We need to adjust our kill... What did you call that? Oh, there's 3 more coming in, but obviously much further back. Our kill barricade? I want to spread our people out a little bit more, because we got like Rubber Daddy and Peter standing together there. Right, let's see how we do. Great shot. That guy has a charge lance. I'm a little bit concerned about him. Sharamus, what's the chance of you being able to hit that guy? Oh, they've destroyed the rock in front of him. Well, that'll do it. What a play. Can't hit the man, just destroy the cover till you can hit the man. I like it. Nice. Very good. Oh, he's also got recon armor. Oh, marine armor, I should say. Light marine armor? I don't know what mod adds that. It's vanilla expanded apparel, perhaps? How's my guest doing? What the hell are they doing? No. Stanley Ortega. No, don't do that. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't agree to that shit. Right, let's get behind here. Let people squad up. Shuttle crash as well. Everyone but Boone. It's not Craig Boone. It's not Craig Boone. Not with a shooting skill of 6. Well, he can die. Although, that are some more free components there, huh? Right, move down. I figured moving as one big unit there would work pretty goddamn well. Ortega, be gone. What is that? Chemical weapons? Toxic grenades. Wow. We did get some marine armor out of that, though. So, Sharamus, if you want to go ahead and strip that man. I feel like I need to take the executive decision that we will not be recruiting... Who do you want to equip that? Hang on a second. Let's give it to Fingers. We're not going to be capturing any more prisoners, because we're not going to be able to recruit the ones we've got already, right? Strip them and kill them. I think it's probably the best strategy. Strip them, behead them. No. Nothing at all there. Wow. Nothing at all with regards to immortalities or quickening. How's that for the base? We just put down a few beds. Very, very basic. Few beds, meal rack, and that's it. And then we just have coolers, and they're inside this fibrous tomb. I like that. Okay. It's horrible, but I like it. And then what have we got to worry about? Nothing. Just give them a little bit of recreation. That'll shut them up. How many can we fit in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They need end tables. No, they don't need end tables. And then if we put down, like, a dresser, that's quite a simple one. Put a lamp at end table, that gives them a little bit of light and also provides one of them with some extra comfort. And then recreation, we just stick down... Oh, fuck, we need room for the coolers, though, huh? We got 7 people. Fuck. That's annoying. Fucking hell. I mean, what do you do? What do we do here? Do we even want a chess table? Well, they've got to have some sort of recreation, otherwise they are going to go insane. And I know chess table isn't exactly gonna be the best thing in the world, but it's better than nothing, huh? And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks for coolers. Shit, this is dangerous. This is horrible. Okay, go on. Go on then, we'll give it a go. I should rotate the whole thing around, shouldn't I? You know what, we'll do that. Hang on, let's go ahead and rotate the whole thing so that the coolers are closer to the gas, that is. Earthquakes are the one thing we can never defend against. Like, solar flares, we're fine. Because obviously solar flares, we're powering off of Helixian now, so we haven't got to worry about that. I assume we get Helixian lamps? We will run some power to it anyway. Fuck, I mean, this is horrible. This is an actual proper tomb this time, huh? They've got no spare blocks to move in at all. Fuck it, I mean... Oh, what can I do here? What can I do? That, I think, is fine. We need meals. Oh, God. we'll have to clear this area out and put down just like 3 meal racks. What do you think? So meal tray racks. If we go 1, 2 there, and then we got room for another cooler. This is hell on earth. Bearing in mind, last time we dealt with the Ice Age pretty well, due to my, thanks to my terrible planning. The Inferno was the one that really fucked us, so I'm hoping this will... I will admit, I am maybe over-planning this a little bit. And by over-planning, I mean being a little bit over-restrictive, filling all the spare holes with gas coolers and not giving them any room for movement, but... Can you blame me? When it's going to be, like, plus 300? Every component is an extra cooler. That'll do it! Oh! Okay, that's pretty good. That's a game changer right there. That is a game changer. We haven't had a single trader since we put down the comms console, the trade beacon, not a single guy. That right there has potentially saved this city. Without that shuttle, we'd have been so screwed. But now we can actually start working on the gas coolers. How are we looking on the wood for the beds? We're not. Oh, God. Chop all wood. 6 new trees. I mean, they're going to be newly grown trees, so they're not going to give us much. Boon! He actually joined us. I mean, you're a bit shit. Animals, artistic, social, melee. Capable of dumb labor, carrying, or social. Oh, God. Okay, welcome aboard, King Boone. If I ever have need for animal handling, I know where to turn. Not to you, because you're still pretty bad. What are we looking at? 9 out of 20 with single passion? I guess it's not too bad, huh? Let's get you growing but not harvesting, because your plant skills need a bit of work as well. Shit, I mean... Mining? I need more people on mining for the simple reason that... And he's actually our second best miner in the colony. For the simple reason that we need more limestone. Or any stone chunks, but obviously I'd rather build it all out of the same homogeneous block. Looking for here. Homogeneous block is also my my rap name. Okay, how many coolers can we... Seriously? How many coolers can we power with one gas is the real question. More importantly, we got time to tailor some stuff now. I mean, it certainly looks like... I don't think we're going to use all of this, right? 225, and we've already finished delivering all of the fibers. The only place we haven't finished delivering is on this side, obviously. So another 45. We're good. Like, we're fine. So we can start queuing up now. I mean, shit, what did I say was the best lineup here? So we need sombreros. We need kilts. We need dusters. Duster, there we are. And let's do X per colonist. Well, X is 1, preferably. And then if we can also say, like, count-equipped as well, can't we? There we are. Okay, great. And just go ahead and copy that over. I will work out what the highest of each layer is with regards to... What's that? Like, Duster's outer, correct? So we still need, like, skin and middle. T-shirts. We've got button-down shirts. Let me go through and see what gives the best heat insulation. Okay, there we are. So we've got sombreros, kilts, dusters, tribal wear, and vest. That's middle, skin. Duster is outer, tribal kilt. We've got on the legs, and then sombrero on the head. 1 per colonist. Why are we making 8? Oh, because we've got that new guy as well. Shit. That means we need another bed. Boone. Oh, you've cost us a dresser. Has he cost us a dresser? Could you see Boone to fry? No. No, it's fine. We'll put the leather hair on this side. Fucking Boone. Could. How much steel we got? 619. We could rebuild the basic manager's desk out of steel. That'll reclaim a little bit. We could replace the tailor bench with steel. That'll reclaim a little bit. Simple research bench. How much do they cost each? 75 wood. I mean, it's always a consideration, right? I'm trying to find whatever is the highest wood cost here. Yeah, I think that's going to be the manager bench and the... So those are all tied for 75 apiece. Got passive cooler here, which is just wasting our wood. Tall shelves, 120. I mean, that's like the most sensible thing to replace with steel, right? Let's do it. That way they also won't catch fire when the fire inevitably comes. Let's go storage and tall shelves made of steel. How much steel they cost, though? 165! Good God. Okay, we can get a couple of those down, too, because that one up there is a meal tray rack. Food basket? 80 apiece. Okay, so replace the food baskets, then. We could also take away this table. Table's only 50, really? Wow. Okay, so get rid of the meal things. That's going to bring a little bit more wood. So, hear me out here. Why can't we just build the beds out of steel? I always assumed they were less comfortable, but honestly, I don't remember. I think that's just out of stone, isn't it? Comfort. 0.75. Wood. Wood. We can't check, because we haven't got any fucking wood, have we? Comfort. 0.84. Oh, base value 0.75. It's the same as steel. Oh, shit. Well, that's a game changer. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Thank you. Boulders. Where? There's boulder settlement. Where, though? Orange boulder salmon coming in drop pods. I don't know why. I thought they would be tribal. Okay, 5 of them. That's fine. Again, nothing to worry about. I mean, any raid is something to worry about because it's taking time away that we can actively be spending on the installation station. Not too happy about that. Are they going to start tunneling through where the other guys started tunneling through? Nope. Keep running. Oh, there was way more than they let on. There was so many more than they let on. Tapir did get winged there. Oh god, he got shot in the stomach. Yeah, that'll kill you. You might as well go and get yourself patched up. Let's get Robo Daddy down here. Where's Boone? Boone, you need a gun. Someone's got 2. In Nessa, I believe you've got a handgun spare, don't you? There's a gun right there. Boone. Charge lance. Wait, he's shit though at shooting, is he not? Alright, just give him the carbine then. Go on. I'm a little bit concerned here. Rob, get your gun out. Is everybody... So it's everybody but Boone. Although Boone's about to get, obviously, equipped there. Let's get Tapir over here. We'll get him patched up. Get into cover. You wear that riot armor? Do you think you can get it on in time? Go on, give it a go. It's not tainted, bear in mind we stripped it. Stripped it before. Go on, hurry up. Go, 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 go. Fast, 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 fast. Might be the difference between life and death for poor Boone. Okay, not enough time, not enough time. Run back. Robo Daddy. Tend to Tapir, but only Doctor Care. Tend. Steal what they can and leave. Oh, they're going for the charge lance. Oh, that's fine. I mean, we're still going to kill the rest of them, though. That actually worked out really well, because it's kind of acted as a nice little distraction for them there, hasn't it? Boone is down anyway. Should have gave him the armor. Fucking Boone. Can I get that back, though? Because that's actually quite good. Well, we've taken more from them than they've taken from us. So I'm alright with that. How's this for Big Brain? So we can take... We've turned the cloth into insulation slabs, and then we can turn the insulation slabs into burlap. Burlap is better insulating than cloth. So we can essentially take all this extra crap that I've accidentally had fingers producing all this time and make something far better out of it. I like that idea. I don't know if we'll have enough to get everything crafted. Really, I should focus on crafting the more important stuff first, like the dusters. Sombreros. Let's go tribal wear next, then. Let's put the sombrero somewhere near the bottom, I think is reasonable. Don't be silly. You put them on your head. Let's go ahead and just... set all of that to burlap. Pretty sure that we won't have enough burlap to make the whole thing, but we might as well give it a go. We do have a lot of spare insulation. What is it, like 1-to-1 on that? Oh, it's 10 insulation fiber to 50 burlap. Oh, that's huge. We're going to have shitloads of this stuff. Yep, that'll do it. Now, that's hopefully going to have insulation against both hot and cold. I'm not entirely sure how they've implemented burlap this time around, but fingers crossed, this will be perfect for all seasons. So we want to make... obviously, hot weather burlap gear, and then cold weather burlap gear as well. It takes him a long time to build that, though, doesn't it? It's probably because he is working in darkness. Can we build a tailor cabinet or 2? Just to help speed things up a little bit. And then, because he's got a lot of things that we've requested from him here. I can feel a little bit bad for the guy. So get that done as soon as possible. Have we got enough steel to... Yeah, we do, to get all this shit done as well. Fantastic. Maybe a chair for the guy, if it's not too much to ask. How much steel we got left now? It says 100, but I think it's lying. Oh, no, we do have 100. Okay, fine. Chair for him as well, because I'm feeling... mighty generous. There you are, little fingers. Well, I don't know. He's got little fingers. Probably pretty large fingers if he's our head crafter. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he's gone. There's far too much hard work. Robo Daddy swayed beta in favor of Robo Daddy. Oh, is this a politics system kicking in? Yes. Okay, so this is a cool system. When you get 8 candidates, 8 colonists, 2 candidates will start campaigning. So we've got Robo Daddy with the intellectual focus, who has 1 supporter, and then we've got Rahab, who has no supporters right now. We've got ourselves an election. Couldn't think of a more appropriate time for it. I'm impressed. Wait, the gas coolers with 3 components each. I've been bamboozled. Bollocks. Okay, my bad. Do we have enough burlap to finish that off, or have I... Oh, no! You fool! We turned too much of it into... Not that it matters too much. We could just use more cloth. Right now, we've got boatloads of cloth still to convert that back over. So I need to start setting up... Oh, is that a burlap duster? Very nice. What's that like? 21.5 degrees! That's huge! What's a duster normally? 15.3. That's massive. Is that better than Devil Strand? Oh, you fucking hope so, given the amount of steps that we've gone through to make this stuff. Well, that's a game changer right there. And we might be able to insulate these people against, like, 50, 60, 70 degree weather. And then all we've got to do is keep these coolers going a little bit. Let's leave it there for today. I very specifically wanted to kind of get about 40 minutes today, so I think I can get 40 minutes out of the crap that I've recorded, mainly because we plan things out, right? So don't wanna let you guys down by doing too much planning and not enough gameplay. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Now, the reason I also want to stop here is because I want to give you guys a chance to give me feedback or anything I may have forgotten or missed. So meals are obviously getting ready soon. We'll do that as a final thing so that they're not eating packaged farm meals, so I don't have to manage all their shit. Want to focus fingers on making the clothing as well, seeing as that looks as if it's going to make a massive, massive difference. But again, if I've forgotten anything, this gives you guys a chance to scream at me in the comment section. Thank you in the meantime to those who have been screaming at me for the longest of all. It's the insane top tier level patrons. A big thank you to Slickback, Cranefixer, Oregon, Skaz, Felpy, Boop, Anthony Gawley, Goatfather, Chris, Buen Gun, Caden Carter, Amethyst, Corona, Zetlock, and Commissar Taj for their support at the insane tier levels on Patreon, of course, with everyone else over there as well. Big thank you to you guys. The new Patreon list should be available, hopefully, today at the time you guys are watching this. So that is the end of my my top tier Patreon list anyway, so I'll try and get those swapped out ready for next month so you guys aren't missing out. A thank you as well goes out to Galaxy Wolf 7, Mythomatic, Blood for the Blood God, Grey, Pantherpel, Empty Machine, Emerald Beam, Tentacle Beast Loves Trees, Caron 24, Moira Valkyrie, Jackson P, Jacob Wolfie, Blood Riot, Merrick Thrandraug, Luke, Jordan, Jack, Black Sheep, and everyone else at Patreon as well for making the channel possible in the first place. Big thanks to you all. See you all tomorrow for the Inferno.